Hello, Aries. Welcome to your monthly reading for December 2023. This is for Aries and Aries rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology in my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Aries. I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we are here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So Aries, here we are. We made it. December. Pat yourselves on the back. What a year. We went through 4 eclipses. We went through, really heavy retrograde season with Venus retrograde. Venus only retrogrades every 18 months. So Venus isn't going to even retrograde next year. So that was intense. We had Saturn moving into Pisces. We had a preview of Pluto moving into Aquarius. We had, the series finale of Succession. This month actually, we have Jupiter going direct, which is great because money, right? You're going to start seeing more money come through starting January. Okay, that's a big thing. All right. We also have Neptune going direct. So next month we have Uranus going direct. So by next month, all planets are going direct. This is absolutely amazing. This is a loaded month. It really is a wild month. We have 30 major aspects happening in December. This is crazy. It's going to be wild. The first week alone, there's 8 aspects. It's just pretty insane. And then we also have a Mercury retrograde. And so Mercury is going to go retrograde, but it's going to be very unique. And it's going to be a little complicated because Mercury is going to be retrograde, but it's going to be switching signs mid-retrograde. What is happening? What is happening? So, there's so many aspects happening this month. Mercury does move into Capricorn right away. Mercury is going to be in Capricorn until February. Hello, that's very atypical. Again, I'll explain this further down the line. It's because it's going to retrograde back into Sagittarius for a bit. But anyway, we also have Sun trining Jupiter. One of the best aspects. It only happens average twice a year. It's only going to happen once next year. So this is going to be absolutely amazing. Think about what happened. It happened on September 8th. So think about what happened for y'all around that time. But either way, this is a loaded month. We have a full moon in Cancer. We have all this, moving into Capricorn season. Still a lot happening in Sagittarius. We have a new moon in Sagittarius. Aries, loaded month. Did I mention Venus is moving into Scorpio? Venus is moving into Scorpio. Going to be there pretty much all month. All right. And this is intense. If you thought we were out of we had Scorpio season, we had a lot of intensity. There was a Scorpio season with your ruling planet in Scorpio with, Mercury in Scorpio. There was a lot happening, that really big new moon in Scorpio. And now, Venus is in Scorpio. And this is really, there's going to be this deep level of commitment and intensity and in terms of passion and even sexual energy is a big thing with Venus and Scorpio. But in any case, let's get started. There's just way too much going on. If you are new to my channel, I break it down week by after. So after I do your spread, I break it down week by week. Okay, I tell you what's happening every week, and I pull a lot more cards. So huge month. Okay, we're ending 2023 in a really wild way. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So with that said, Aries, let's go ahead and get started. See what's going on for you for December 2023. I hope you're excited. Now, like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. Really does bring the best overview. In my opinion, if we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Aries, you are amazing. Come on, this is a big year. This was a big year. There was so much happening. 2024 is going to be, 2023 there were hard moments, challenging moments, really big challenging moments. 2024 is going to be a completely different year. Completely different year. You hold that to me. And it's so funny because I was going to say, and I meant to say this in your intro, I just didn't want to like have this crazy long intro because there's just so much happening. I was going to say with Venus moving into Scorpio, I was like, we're definitely going to see the Seven of Cups come up a lot. And there you go, in your future. So anyway, you're good though. You're good. Actually, you're really good. I even think that like you're good. This, you see what's happening here. You see what's happening here. Let's get started. You got the Three of Swords in your past. In your past, okay? So there is a sense of something has ended for you. It may have been a little emotionally challenging for a lot of Aries. There could have been something that I'm actually getting a lot more like relief. There are some things that have ended, could have ended, or there could have just been some things that you were going through emotionally that was like really intense, and it was just like a lot going on. But I'm energetically getting more of a message of like relief, like this is over, and it's hard, you know, when we do have some endings, whether it is a breakup, but you know it's for the best, whether you are, let's say, like moving, for instance, right? You've lived at the same place for 20 years, whatever it is, and you have such an attachment to that place. It's heartbreaking, but you're moving in with this new person you fell in love with, or, you know, wherever. Just it's like there's those kind of like heartbreaks too that does come up with the Three of Swords, but it feels like closure is definitely going to happen, or has happened, or has had happened. But you get what I'm saying. Now, it really could have been something with partnerships, relationships. So yes, it could have been a job. It could have been a relationship. It could even have been like even like a friendship or whatnot. You know, the Three of Swords is ruled by Libra. In fact, this card is attributed to Saturn and Libra. But even still, there is this card is heavily related with the relationships and partnerships anyway. And Libra is the native ruler of partnerships and relationships. And so just think one-on-one. And this is, again, it can be career, it can be love, it can be, you know, just a personal thing, but it could also be you coming to this place where like, okay, this has been really hard the past, you know, some of the situations that I've been in, circumstances I've been in, have been like a little bit, you know, emotionally challenging, but we are now moving forward, and you have the Ace of Cups in the heart of your spread. Aries, come on. I would give you a high five if I could. This is amazing. You know, this is very rare too, right? The Ace of Cups being in the heart of your spread. We call this the heart of tarot. It is like the Holy Grail. So Ace of Cups, definitely December, something new is happening for you, and it is going to be absolutely amazing. You see the cup here, the chalice completely overflowing. The five streams representing your five senses. This is rapturous energy. This is like, you know, that's what it's like, intense joy and pleasure. And aces usher in that new change. There's new beginnings, new opportunities, new paths. Like, things are going to change dramatically for you, especially when we hit January. But it's this month, yes, you are definitely going to feel it. It's a lot of love energy is coming through. Again, like even with it coming in the heart of your spread after the Three of Swords, it's again there. When I say closure and clarity, like that, you really need to have that like more up here, right? And even though this is, you know, we would refer to it as like the heartbreak card, it's still a sword suit. And the sword suit is like the mental suit, right? So you're good. You're absolutely good. This is, and remember, this is a monthly reading, not a weekly reading. You have the Ace of Cups in the heart of your spread. This is, you have something new coming through, and it is going to be like so emotionally fulfilling. I say it all the time. Whenever this card comes up, it is the card. It's like, think about the last time something brought you so much joy, that it brought you to tears. Okay. Whether it is, getting proposed to, or landing your dream job, or having a baby, like something like that, something really, really, really nice. Expect it this month. Okay. And, you know, the key word, something that, when I say joy, like think about that. Joy is enjoyment, right? It comes from enjoyment, and it's there is like this sense of like self-realization, like you've you're aware in the moment when these things are happening for you, and there's a lot of that's associated with this card. So you're just you're good. You're good. And actually, with the fact that Venus is going to be in Scorpio, that is your 8th house of like transformation, and there is so much depth and against that like emotional connection. So you could be having this really, really strong emotional connection with someone, or with a passion, or with a friend, or with family, especially with that full moon in Cancer that's happening. That is in your 4th house of family and home and children and whatnot. But there again, you're good. Now, you did get the Page of Swords in your challenge areas. So there is a sense of like this month, like a big message is just like, with what's happening this month, I said it's wild, okay? It is a wild month. There's a lot happening. Just try not to be like really impulsive about things, okay? Try not to be how do I say this nicely? Don't try not to be like, that's the one thing about the Page of Swords is like, you know how like, okay, like imagine yourself going on a camping trip with your friends and y'all just did like this 10-mile hike. Everybody wants to have like a water break, a snack break, and y'all agree, okay, let's take 20 minutes to just chill. 10 minutes, we've hiked for 10 miles. We're going to take a little, a rest break. There is that one person, 2 minutes into your rest break, he's like, okay, everybody, let's do it. Let's go. Let's get out there. Let's go. We've already wasted so much time. Let's go. Let's get moving. Right. There's that one person that's like that. And so that is kind of like the Page of Swords has that kind of energy. And it is in your challenge area. So I would say just really, really, don't be that person, but also just enjoy what's going to be happening for you this month, okay? Another enjoyment. So enjoy of what's happening for you this month, especially with the Ace of Cups. You see, you also got the Sun. Like, I'm not, like, you're good, okay? Another message that's coming through is that there could be something where it's like, there could be someone that maybe like really like a little just kind of like pesky around this time, and it is something that just be cool in that situation. There are some, again, most of the aspects this month are very nice. Really good, okay, but there still is a couple aspects. Again, I'll break it down when I break it down week by week. But for you, there could be just someone that may be a little naggy or annoying. Again, that does happen with Venus and Scorpio. Venus and Scorpio is Venus is at its detriment in Scorpio. All right, it's its opposite sign. Venus is a ruling planet for Taurus. It's opposite Taurus. So it's not like it really isn't like a bad thing. It's just more like there could be some like jealousy and like really like, obsessions and stuff like that comes up with Venus and Scorpio. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Just keep that in mind. Now, you did get the Queen of Pentacles in your crown. And so it looks like, money is on your mind, and it's going to be a bigger thing when Jupiter goes direct. All right. So we're really excited about Jupiter going direct at the end of this month, but Queen of Pentacles is absolutely amazing. I love her because she does have this maternal quality to her that is like, she really wants to just take care of everybody because she has the resources to do it. So it's like, it's almost like, let's say like you had a friend that was like low on rent this month. Like, you would be that person that's like, oh, you're $200 short. I got you. Okay. So it's not just taking care of yourself, but the people within your family, your kingdom, right? If you have a kingdom, if you do, invite me in. I want to check it out. I'm sure you have a huge castle, but look, the Queen of Pentacles is the richest queen. Okay. Now, one thing I'm going to point out is that the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. And so again, we are not only moving into Capricorn season, we have Mercury moving into Capricorn. It's going to be a thing. And Capricorn is your 10th house of career. public recognition, honors, achievements, your social status, even just, and if you're not here for career, just how you want to be perceived in public or your community or whatnot. But you can even see the symbol of the sea goat here in her throne, the symbol for Capricorn. But there is this sense of like, now I just want to build this perfect world for myself and have the resources to do so. Okay. And so this is really good because it's aligning with what's happening for you astrologically. And again, it is going to be a bigger thing with Jupiter going direct because Jupiter is in Taurus, okay? Jupiter's in Taurus in your second house of salary, of finances, of money, of income. And so Jupiter has been, taking a nap for a little bit. Now Jupiter is waking up. And so you're finally going to get that full force from Jupiter. All right, toward the end of the month, but moving into January, all right, moving into Capricorn season. And so there is a lot of y'all could have career on your mind too. But you did get the sun, which, hi, it's amazing. You're there you go. Okay. Aries is, the sun is exalted in your sign. And so I absolutely love this for you. The sun is, so much vitality, so much growth, so much optimism with this card. All right. So I really, really love your spread. I love what's happening here. This is almost like, just imagine all this sunshine, okay, in your life, shining all those dark shadows out of your life. Okay. So again, leaving this Three of Swords behind, which came up in your past, leaving it in the past, and now moving into this place where it's just so auspicious and sunny and bright, and there's a sense of victory with this card. There's a sense of a lot of purity with this card as well, but a lot of freedom, a lot of feeling free. You even see the wisdom child here, right? So I just completely like naked and free, and it is such a great card. This is it's just you moving into this more prosperous place in your life, and it's kind of like, this is like, you're ready. You are so ready to have this moment. Now, you did get the Seven of Cups in your future, and so the Seven of Cups is Venus and Scorpio, and so, or attributed to. And so it really is, sevens, it kind of, with Seven of Cups, it really just, it does double down a little bit on that, because seven really is based on the tree of life. It is the seventh sphere. Its seventh sphere is desire, right? And that's what Venus ultimately is. But there is going to be a sense of, you will have opportunities. You have opportunities in your future. Just really, really know where you want, like what you want. All right. You see in this card that there's, so many, all the cups are very different. Okay. Very, very, very different. There is victory. There is like money. There's so different from each other. And so it's, there is a sense of like illusion and delusion with this card. So there is also, a sense with Neptune going direct. Neptune is like, imagination and whatnot. And it can bring a little bit of like illusion as well. But with Neptune going direct, but even with that happening with Venus and Scorpio, you having the Seven of Cups in your future, just know where to put that energy, okay? Know where to put that energy. There may be a point where just like, okay, there's something new happening in my life. It's something that's, fulfilling me emotionally. And now, is there something else I want to bring in, okay? With Mercury going retrograde, you are going to have these big moments of reassessing things. Like, truly big moments. And the fact it's retrograding in Capricorn and Sagittarius, it's almost like you're going to be reassessing a lot about your career, but then also your own spirituality. And so it's actually not a bad retrograde. Sure, retrogrades bring, the typical frustrations and delays and whatnot, but it really is, think of all the RE words like revisit and replan and revision and whatnot, realign. So there is a sense of like going back to something and really thinking about it. So you are going to have this opportunity to do that. There could also be like other opportunities coming through, and you just have to read the fine print. Okay. That is what this card is like, like I said, knowing what you want and seeing everything for what they are. Because with Mercury retrograde, you don't really want to sign contracts during Mercury retrogrades, but you also want to just read the fine print during this time anyway for anything that, like a new contract that's coming through, or you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying, and then I'll pull a clarify for you too, and you're good. And so, just know what you want. You'll be fine. You got the Wheel of Fortune. I don't even have to explain what this card is, but if you want me to, I will. The Wheel of Fortune, this is a card. It is a game-changing card. Your life is changing. This is all about prosperity, okay? It is good luck, all right? This card is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of good luck, good fortune, even wisdom, too. There's a lot of karmic energy involved with this card. So remember, whatever you do, make sure that you're always working with your karma. Whatever you decide, working with your karma, what's in the best interest, not only for you, but everyone that is special to you as well. But again, you're good. You're good. Your life is. This is card 10, okay? And 10, 1, 0 equals 1, new beginning. There, expect changes. Yeah, big time. Good ones, too. And remember, I said Jupiter is going direct. And again, this card is ruled by Jupiter in your second house. So a lot of money is, again, a thing. All right? It's a thing. But it's also, if you're not here for money, if it is self-worth, it is self-value. All right? Didn't you get that? Anyway, I'm not going to... I know I talk too much. I'm trying to not go overboard here. Just know that you're good. Just work with your karma and know exactly what you want. All right? That's going to put wheels in motion. You get it with the Wheel of Fortune? Is that too much? That's too much? All right, Aries. But yeah, this is a card where it is like the gods above looking down at you and saying that Aries, has been working with their karma, cashed in all their karma points. We're going to, really fast track them on their path to destiny now. Okay. We're going to bring them all this luck. You're absolutely good here, Aries. Let's get to your staff. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Aries, if you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's going on, what's happening with you, Team Aries. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you. So I am truly grateful. I really do appreciate it. So Aries. Oh, yeah. December is going to be absolutely like gangbusters good for you. Like, look at this. Like, you're good. You're absolutely good. You're 1,000% good. I mean, there's a lot of like action that's happening, and you let's get started. You got the Chariot, okay? Come on. You're really good. There is a sense of one thing that I would love for you to do, if especially with the Chariot coming up with the first card in your stuff and the Three of Swords in your past with the Ace of Cups in the heart of your spread, everything that you have gone through, the past few weeks, or things that just come up that you're just like, okay, that those were like hard moments or challenging moments that I've overcome. Really don't take it for granted. Like, learn from them, okay? Learn from them so you never have to go through those experiences again, and it makes you, a stronger person in the end, right? It makes you a stronger person knowing that challenges are just, they are an invitation to transform, okay? To become the better version of yourself. And I say that because the Chariot is all about like this willpower. It's like having this willpower and determination to move forward from any obstacles, any challenges. So really, really use that, because when I say learning from challenges, you can see he's not even holding on to reins. He's holding the Magician's baton from card 1. Okay. You see the slivers of the moon from the High Priestess, card 2, on his shoulders. And it's like every time it's like you even say, like the lingam and the yoni here from the Lover's card, card 6. So it's like through the hero's journey, the fool's journey, right? Your journey through the major arcanas, he's learning as he goes, and he's picking things up as he goes, and it makes him very empowered. Okay, it drives that willpower in him, and so really, really keep that. Learn from everything that you've been experiencing, because it's just going to make you feel a lot more empowered and make you a stronger person. The other thing is, it's like it's going to help if there has been any like you do see the two sphinxes here. And remember how I said he doesn't even hold on to reins? I mean, how is he actually controlling the sphinxes if he doesn't have any reins? And the answer is his mind. And remember, we talked about that willpower. It's all about your mindset too. So really, really, and this is like, essentially like the dualities in your life or whatnot, and really balancing them at this time. But you're good. I mean, like, you're really good. And what I love about this is that it is card 7, and this is the last month of 2023, which is the year of 7, and 7 is all about introspection. It's very significant, powerful number, but again, the Chariot, all about like that introspection and finding that willpower to overcome anything now at this point. You got the 9 of Pentacles in your external factors area. Like when I talked about money, I mean, come on, you're good. You know this, right? You're really good. Hey, look at her harvest. Look how like, the Miss Meryl Streep of tarot, so glamorous, really, really just absolutely like she has nothing to worry about. There's a lot of financial independence here. And so when I say money is like going to be a thing for y'all, especially with Jupiter going direct, but then Venus in Scorpio, again, that is your 8th house. And so that is the other money house of astrology in the zodiac wheel. And that is other people's money. So shared resources. So like your partner's income, your partner could get like a big raise. It could be inheritance. It could be investments, but bonuses, commissions. But, at the end of the day, it really is more you. There is a sense of like, just all this abundance coming through. There could be someone in your physical world that really does help this happen, okay? And it could be like, interesting coming after the Wheel of Fortune. It could be just like, I mean, it could be like a benefactor. It could be like you being in the right place at the right time. Remember, this is a card of just like luck, right? So I, again, really, really love that for you. And so definitely pay attention to when the sun does trine Jupiter at the end of the month. But even like, you're good. You're good. This is really amazing. And so you do see the symbol of Venus all over her gown. So, Venus being in Scorpio, again, that is your 8th house of other people's resources, but this being a Pentacles card, just money. I mean, like, this is just a lot of like money. You're good. And if you're not here for money, again, it is Venus. So love, okay? There could be this abundance of like love. There could be this abundance of your creativity. There could be this abundance of just like, beauty in itself. Like, I absolutely love this for you. You're good. Because, look, you got the Knight of Cups too. You have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So first, Knight of Cups, it's almost like there is this new partnership that you're entering. And the Ace of Cups is also indicating if you are single, hello, hi, you better be going out there and going to the, going to the bars, the zoos, the observatories, wherever you meet singles these days. I did Tinder, right? Like the swiping right. You better be swiping right until your thumb falls off. Like, this is the month you could meet someone. And it seems like a lot of y'all really want that with the Knight of Cups showing up, the 3rd card in your stuff. So if you are not here for love, it is also work related. Remember, there's so much work emphasis, especially with all this, all these planets in Capricorn, and we're moving into Capricorn season. That is your 10th house of career. But even like you're good. It's like, it's almost like everything that you want, you're going to be getting. You just have to know what you want. All right. Remember that. You just have to know what you want. And then with the Knight of Pentacles in your final outcome. Hello. I mean, you got the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles here. This is like you know what I'm gonna say. I love this. Knight of Pentacles is very, it's like commitment energy. It's long haul energy. It's like in it to win it. And sure, it's money and wealth, which means like it's this month, there could be some seeds planted and there's longevity to it. So a lot of y'all could be getting new jobs. A lot of y'all could be getting promotions. A lot of y'all could be starting side hustles. But there is a sense of like you like sowing your seeds and reaping your rewards, no matter how long it takes. You're going to be, it's again, that long haul energy that comes with this. Absolutely amazing. I really, I love this for you. And here's the other thing. Again, if you're not here for money or career, this really is just, what have you invested in? What do you want to invest in? What is that? Where are you putting like your heart and soul, all your energy toward? Okay. In terms of something that's going to be long lasting. It can be a relationship in terms of love. It can be, building this family. It's just really, again, just this commitment energy and really just in it for the long haul. You're good. You're good. Aries, you're absolutely wonderful. I love this for you. You're good. You're really good. So, Aries, let's see what's going on for you week by week. Now, like I said, this is a loaded month. Okay, so the first week of December, Mercury will enter Capricorn. So this is happening on December 1st. Mercury moving into Capricorn. Capricorn is a lot more serious than when it wasn't like when Mercury was in Sagittarius. So this is like a little bit more straightforward. This is, a lot more structured. And again, remember, Capricorn is your 10th house of career. So a lot of y'all may be thinking about career at this time, like really rolling your sleeves up now and being very practical, being very, Capricorn's ruling planet is Saturn, right? So there is a sense in Capricorn with Mercury in Capricorn, but then also us moving into Capricorn season mid-month. Again, that long haul energy, that in it to win it, long-term goals. Okay. Again, you have it here. You have it here. So, it's almost like everything is just like aligning for you. On the 3rd of December, Venus is going to square Pluto. This is something that I just want you to be a little bit aware of because this is really interesting. This day is all about money and love and power and control. So you could feel a little bit of pressure. You could be on the other end of it if you are the one that's just like kind of that like Page of Swords in the challenge area type of person, but a day like this can weirdly like lead to love. All right. So, be open to it. All right. And it can be, it's almost, did you see that movie, The Proposal with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds? Kind of like that. This is like one of those aspects where it's like a lot of like not seeing but then they fall in love at the end. And so very interesting because Venus does move into Scorpio like the very next day. And so Venus squaring Pluto on the 3rd, Pluto being the ruling planet for Scorpio, and then Venus moving into Scorpio again, just that intensity, a lot of passion. And again, Venus in Scorpio is going to be all month. Venus will move into Sagittarius at the end of December, but like at the very end of December. So you're going to feel most of that all month. And so again, if you're not here for relationships in terms of love, whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship and looking for that spark or, reigniting that spark or rekindling it or whatnot, it is like it can be career. Okay. It can be career that, or just, you know what, just your passions. All right. We're talking about Venus here. So just whatever your passions are, especially because it's Scorpio as well. And Scorpio is like very passionate. So, Neptune goes direct on the 6th. And then we just have so many other aspects I'm going to talk more about in the weeklies. But let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for the first week of December. You have the moon. Okay. So there is going to be something that you will want to definitely like really, really think about in a way where you really have to get this like over this part and really look forward to the Ace of Cups and the heart of your spread. Okay. The moon is a lot of self-reflection. And what's really interesting about this, and I don't make this up, okay? So this card is associated with like a lot of like facing fears. You can even see like you're that little crayfish, right? You have to go past the towers. You have to get to the sea. You have to go see your buds, right? And so there is a little bit of like facing fears, but also like facing fears to evolve, right? Again, that empowerment energy, especially what I said with like challenges, how it really is just a way for you to transform, okay? Become a better version of yourself. Now, the reason why this is very interesting is because this card is attributed to Pisces. And so Saturn and Neptune in Pisces happens to be your 12th house of the subconscious. What is the subconscious? It's where we store our memories. So that's where low energy frequencies like fear or stress live. Okay. So the first week, it looks like you may want to go a little deep and really unroot things, okay? Really unroot things that you may feel like, okay, moving into December, there's a lot that's happening. I've got to, release and surrender those things that it's not going to serve me well, but also just like face those fears. And again, I don't even think that it's going to be challenging for you, especially looking at your spread here. I think it's just going to be more of like leaving this 3 of Swords energy, and then you just feel a lot better. Remember, don't forget you have the Chariot, okay? So it's all that willpower and that drive to move forward. So the second week of December, we have some, we have the new moon in Sagittarius. Now, this is going to be especially nice for you in the biggest way possible. This is going to be absolutely amazing, especially because it's going to be conjuncting Mars. Mars is your ruling planet. And so, with it conjuncting Mars, like Mars and the moon in Sagittarius, this is your 9th house, spirituality, your philosophies. There's travel too. Some of y'all could be traveling around this time, thinking about travel, planning travel, but there's this adventurous spirit here. I love this new moon because Jupiter and Saturn, they're still like doing the tango. Okay. So, there is a sense of, again, Saturn bringing that longevity. I really love this. A lot of luck in this one too. Jupiter is a ruling planet for Sagittarius. So really love this new moon. Now, the day after, Mercury will go retrograde for the rest of the year. Over New Year's too. So should you travel... I made a Mercury in retrograde video on 4 things not to do when Mercury is retrograde. If you want to check it out, I'll leave the link up probably at the end of the video because it's easier. But this is just if you are going to travel, just know there could be some delays. All right, let's just keep it that way. All right, just that may be a thing. What's going to impact you more is the fact Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. Again, remember what I said. That is your 10th house of career, of public recognition, of honors and achievement. So there could be you reassessing some things around your career around this time, like rethinking things when it comes to career. Again, if you are not here for career, it's just career. It's just how you want to be seen, how you want to be seen, okay? How you want to be, viewed as. And obviously all these aspects, I made a lot of videos on this, like will affect Aries rising the most, right? But every Aries is going to feel this, but just know that Mercury does go retrograde on the 13th. We do have Mercury sextile Venus on the 11th, like right before that new moon in Sagittarius, which I really, really absolutely love. Like it's just a really fun and sexy day, and it just really builds up to this new moon in Sagittarius. But in any case, let's see what's going on for you. Okay, Aries, for the second week of December. And you're good. You have the Four of Wands. You're really good. You know what I love about this card? So remember I said we have this new moon in Sagittarius that's going to be conjuncting your ruling planet Mars, and then Venus is in Scorpio, which is, there's that, it's just like passionate, right? It's times 1,000. This card is actually attributed to Venus in Aries, so this is an Aries card. And Aries, again, your ruling planet is Mars. So there's this element of Venus and Mars in this card. And when they're together, you know what happens. So I absolutely love this for you. This is a card of milestone celebration. Like you have a lot to celebrate, especially with that new moon in Sagittarius. Okay. New moons bring new beginnings, new opportunities. And this is a great new moon. Oh, this is such a nice new moon. So, yeah, you can expect something new. And this is, again, remember how I said earlier, with that Ace of Cups, it's like this card is just very. When I say milestones, think like getting a new job, or getting a promotion, or getting married, or going steady with someone, right? Do people? Yeah, I hope people still say that because I say it. Or it's just something that is just amazing. It's just so really great. Hey, more power to you. This is amazing. I love this for you. And there is going to be there really could be some sort of build up to I said that full moon in Cancer is happening the last week, and that is your fourth house of home, and that is the domestic sector. And I say that because there is so much like domestic activity that's involved with this, so like your partner, or if you're single, like possibly meeting someone at this time, but at your actual home. Some of y'all could be thinking about moving or doing something different with your home around this time. But it's just something nice. There's something, definitely a lot of nice things happening here. Some of y'all could find out you're pregnant or have a baby too. Now, on the third week, do you love how I'm just like, and then I'm just like, okay, and now the third week. So the third week of December, there's a lot happening. So on December 18th, we have Mercury trining Jupiter. I love this. And sure, they're both retrograde. But what I love about that is that this trine is it's so remember that Mercury is in Capricorn, Jupiter is in Taurus, so it's very earthy. It's so very grounded. But with Mercury retrogrades, a lot of friends tend to come back from the past. Like they pop up randomly, whether through your like social media or whatever it is. But there's this nostalgic. So I really love this trine, and of course we're going to talk about it more in my weekly readings. On the 21st, we officially move into Capricorn season. This is the same day as a winter solstice. So in the northern hemisphere, summer in the southern. But this is, again, Capricorn season, a lot more just being more, focused on career matters, just getting things done. Okay. Just being serious about, like, again, Capricorn's ruling planet Saturn. Saturn is all about the long term. So there's this long haul energy, especially with your spread here. Now, what's going to happen is on the 22nd, we have a Cazimi, Mercury Cazimi, which is amazing. But on the same day, Mercury then moves out of Capricorn and back into Sagittarius. Remember, Mercury's retrograde. So now we're shifting back to your ninth house. So thinking about things, there could be just this, again, you just going on this level of your possible like ideas that you had, like revisiting some big ideas that you had, travel related matters, even publishing. If any of you are writers or, writing on a book, there could be something around this time where, maybe you decide to go back and edit a little bit more. Or maybe an agent that you worked with like years ago comes around this time, because the ninth house does rule. Sagittarius is your ninth house, so it does rule publishing too. Okay. On the 24th, the sun is going to sextile Saturn. This is we'll talk about this more. I feel like this is when a lot of people are going to actually start thinking about their New Year's resolutions. If that's something that you do, it's almost like this is around that time, and a lot of it's going to be based again on you just rethinking things, like big time with Mercury retrograde, about your future. So with that said, let's see what's going on for you. Again, another big week, right? Another big week officially moving into Capricorn season. So let's see what's going on for you, Aries, for the third week of December. So, wow. So you got the devil, okay? So let me just tell you how the synchronicity. Okay, okay. So here, let's do this. All right. So this week the sun moves into Capricorn. This card is ruled by Capricorn. Remember how I said this is a week where you may be reassessing things like deeply. You just got the devil. And so there is this element of surrender. There is this element of like this week, there could be something while Mercury is retrograde where you're revisiting things and you're a lot up here. Okay. But also, in terms of your own spirituality, the ninth house does rule spirituality as well. But also that's your philosophy. So the way that you see things, there is something that is really something that you that may resurface around this time where you're gonna have to think about it. Especially remember, you have the Seven of Cups in your future. Know what you want. So there could be something that is like dangling a carrot and it's like not good for you. And you're just like, oh, but I want it. And you're like, but I probably shouldn't. So there could be something like really testing in terms of like, even karmically, like, should I go down this route, or should I, go back to bad behaviors and addictions and everything that, and I'm just saying everything that the devil, represents. It's also like pessimistic thinking. It's, the devil is, it's almost like energy vampire. All right. Something that like could drain your energy and it's just like, but it's so worth it. Okay, because you know how the devil is like tempting. You see the two people chained to the devil. And so there could be something that just like is a little tempting for you to go back to something that you knew was not good for you. And now you're like, now I have to really think about things. I have to really think about things. Because again, remember, you have that Seven of Cups in your future. Don't forget that. You have to really know what you want. And then you have to have that willpower. You have to have that, especially your mindset with the Chariot here. And so you see the devil, it's come up to just test you. The devil really is just like a test. Like it is going to be just like, accepting this new, beautiful, auspicious, wonderful, emotionally fulfilling path. And then like there could be during when we hit retrograde season with Mercury, or when Mercury goes retrograde, you thinking about the past and maybe like wanting something from the past. But I'm going to clarify that for you too. Yeah, it's kind of of course, of course. Oh my gosh. Your reading is like freaking me out because look, you got the Two of Cups. And so, hey, remember your past. So when I say going back to something that it's not good for you, you've already overcome it, or you need to overcome it, like there you go. There you go. This is really crazy. This is I feel like the universe is in my room right now doing this is absolutely bonkers. But you see that you got the card of like partnerships and relationships. This is, beyond that though. This is like love transcending time and space itself. And when I say partnerships, relationships, yes, this is, for, romance and your significant other, but also career, or it could even be like a platonic friendship, or just that kind of relationship. Remember, Venus in Scorpio is really intense. It's really intense, and it has that commitment energy, and all your entire spread is like this commitment thing. But remember what I said, the fact that I said this card is attributed to Libra, the native ruler of partnerships and relationships in your past. And so there may be something coming back around this time that's kind of like, again, maybe like, siren songing you to like go back to something that you're just like, no, but I got over you, and I got over this job, or I got over this passion, and there's so much like amazingness happening in my life. Just avoid the devil. It's a trap. Anyway, last week of December, the loaded week. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Yeah. We're here. Sorry. Yeah, we do have Venus trine Neptune. So that's on the 25th. That's coming after Sun sextiling Saturn. So that's why I said that this is when you may start thinking about your resolutions, because these 2 days together, like, really, like, and again, we'll talk more about it in the weeklies. On the 26th, we have the full moon in Cancer. Oh, this is big. This is big. Okay. It's a good one. I like this full moon in Cancer. Again, this has something to do with home. Okay. Home, your family, parents, children, your partner at home. On the same day, Mercury will square Neptune. So there could be, remember, and this is bringing like a little bit of like fogginess or something. So it really is just, remember, Mercury is also retrograde. So just be alert this day, in terms of like knowing what you want. Okay. And then on the 27th, the Sun trine Jupiter, best day of the month. Okay. Luckiest day of the month. Remember, Jupiter is all about luck. It's more than that. It's optimism. It's joy. Okay. Joy and growth. So, something new really could come through like right after this full moon as well. Again, the Sun trine Jupiter only happens average twice a year. Next year, we only have it once. So take advantage of this day too. Really take action. This same day, Mercury will conjunct Mars, your ruling planet. Absolutely amazing conjunction here. This is very like Einstein, like your mind just sharp, just like ooh. But a lot of clarity, especially during the retrograde. But a lot of clarity in terms of things that you are reassessing. Now it can be, it is a strong aspect, so it can be a little like ego-y too, but you'll be fine as long as you're just stay sharp and focused, and you'll be absolutely fine. Jupiter officially goes direct on December 30th, and then on the 31st it's New Year's Eve, and it's Happy New Year, okay, at this point. So that day is absolutely amazing. I feel like there's we do have an Earth trine, like the Moon in Virgo, Jupiter in Taurus, the Sun in Capricorn. I feel like and it's, remember, all these are earth signs. It's very like practical. It's very like grounding. But I feel like there's like a restless energy to this too. It's like it's like it really is a good day to go out. Go out, just be with friends. All right, family, friends, even neighbors, even stranger. It doesn't matter. I feel like this is a day where you're just gonna feel really, really good. So Aries, with that said, let's see what's going on for you for the last week of December. And you're good. You're good. I listen, I am like getting chills because it really does feel like the entire universe is in my room right now. You got the Wheel of Fortune in your future. You got the world, the end of the major arcanas at the end of 2023. You're good. And this is like, just be very proud of yourself. Like, you can see that she's holding two magician's batons. Remember, we started the major arcanas, the Fool's Journey, with the Magician, card 1, right? And now we come to the end, and this is that merging of all the dualities that you went through, all the polarities, all the, even like there was a lot of ups and downs through the major arcanas and your journey. But this is saying you've come to the end. Or the figure here is like inside the wreath. Okay, how funny, New Year's Eve, the garland or whatnot, but which is shaped as a 0, referencing the Fool. Okay, referencing the Fool, card 0. You're good, and that is starting your journey. A new journey, and you have a new one coming because you have the Ace of Cups. Aces ushering in that new change in the heart of your spread. You have the Wheel of Fortune in your future, which is, remember, I said 10, 1, 0 equals 1, new beginning, but also the Wheel of Fortune is just a new, like, game changing, like, new direction anyway. And then at the end of it all, you have the world. You're good. Aries, you're really good. I'm not. This is This is one of your best readings. December is going to be amazing for you. And I even said like earlier, like December is going to be like a big wild month, but for you, everything is starting to get a lot better for Aries in general. So with that said, Aries, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, let me know what's going on. And if you're a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. I will we'll get to it. We'll get to the weeklies and talk about some of these bigger aspects, but you're really good. I'm very excited. This is a life-changing, like, your life is changing, okay? Especially because you got the Wheel of Fortune and the world and the Sun and the Ace of Cups. And there's so much that the Sun also references the Fool too, with, the wisdom child wearing the red feather in his cap as, the Fool in the, like, you're good here. You're really good. Your life is changing. This is like a life changing, like, your life is changing. Anyway, I know I'm putting all these in the wrong places. Aries, I'm going to let you go. Thanks so much. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.